Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel, the Luckystars community. Cat Star here with a new message for you. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also want to give a huge, ooh, that was weird, a shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. This message is a timeless message, meaning no matter when you come across this message and it resonates with you, it is for you. Now, with that being said, and before we get into this very juicy message, I do want to kind of put out there that if you are coming to this hot off of the general reading that went out just right before this one, or should have went out right before this one, on the wrong day, late, it is because we did have all 4 seasons and an earthquake yesterday. So the internet was down and out. I was going to put a community post, but I just didn't get it done. Ooh, right off the bat. There you go. I just didn't get it done. So got fork in the road at the bottom. So we're going to take that also. So there's that. So this is a timeless reading, but if you're coming in right after, the general or on the same day of, yeah, there's that. The general was late. I feel like they have been late a little bit as of late, but life has been life as of late. Okay, there's that. So let's see. Wow, so many cards. These cards are just coming out so much. And look at the last card that you got. There is the Fool again, and that one actually came out as the last card in. Oh my gosh, I have to show you this because this is a continuance. So I'm going to link the general reading, even though this one is timeless, because the last card in that was the Fool, and the card at the bottom of the deck was the Three of Swords. And this is exactly the same with different decks. Okay, so no matter what this message is, that Three of Needles, which is the Three of Swords, was what was at the bottom of the deck in the general reading. See, this is why this is coming through. And the Fool was the last card out in that general reading. So no matter what comes through here, that general reading is a message for you. This is a continuance. I almost feel like I don't have to read any of the other cards or go through any of the other ones, because this is confirmation coming through right here that this message and that general message go hand in hand. They are confirmation or a continuance of one another. Okay. Wow. Almost like an extended coming through. And what's the one under it? Oh, it's reversed. I don't even do reversals. So interesting. Okay. So these two cards, this is kind of the overall coming through or a message that needs to come through. I'm actually going to read the general portion from the book for these two to get. So that first one is number 43 and the second one is number 13. So hopefully we'll be able to run through this really quickly, just because I don't want to make this video super long. But number 43 is deep knowing. Deep knowing. Okay, it says essential meanings, intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, hypersensitivity. So this is basically like the high priestess. Okay, it says the oracle's message. Intuition is the faculty that allows you to enter into a dialogue with source. The consciousness that you are a part of but cannot see with the naked eye. It's perplexing that people are taught to ignore this natural capacity to navigate their journeys, to access their inner guidance. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines. That's so interesting, because reading between the lines, I don't know if that was something, I feel like that was something that came through, or, oh, it might have been in the, anyway, reading between the lines has been coming through. And I think it was in, I did that, the live, just kind of hangout session. If you haven't seen that, you might check it out. And making some of the oracle card decks, and I've been working on those in the background still, and between the lines came through with that. So it's coming through, these messages are coming through kind of enmeshed within each other. Okay, now let me start that again. Know that you have an ability to read between the lines and find all the truth that was missing when the story was told. Ooh, deep. Okay, this deep knowing, Look at that. Allows you to open the door to wisdom far greater than what is available in the limitations of human experience. This talks about limitations as well, or it did in the general reading. So that is definitely, it's intertwined, it's intermeshed, okay? You're given information that may make no sense whatsoever to the logical mind or five senses, but which is 100% correct and true, okay? Yes, yes, yes. The trick is to listen and then to act accordingly. You are now invited into the sacred dialogue of deep knowing. So tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. They will be right. Let me repeat that one more time for those in the back and the very far back. They will be right. Okay. Tune in and trust your vibes. They will be right. Ask and you will receive answers from unusual sources. So, whatever the question is, ask in some unusual sources. Something that you wouldn't expect is going to be revealing the answers to you. Okay. You have that deep inner knowing. You do. And I have that deep inner knowing that this and that general reading are right on, they're right on cue with each other. Okay. There's no way around it with all of it. It's like just reading between the lines. And that general reading basically was a roadmap. Okay. And now this one is just taking it a little bit further, getting you deeper reading in between the lines here. Okay. Now, fork in the road is the next one you have, which is number 13. Let's go to that. 13. Here we go. It says essential meanings. Time to make a decision. Considering the consequences as you prepare to act. Owning up to your obligation to make a necessary choice. Okay. The oracle's message. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by, next page please, choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not and cannot make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience, right? That was the whole thing with the Three of Swords. That lesson learned in the general reading just being extended here. So see, what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck here is that Three of Swords yet again. This lesson has been learned. Stop beating yourself up over it, okay? It's not, it's done. It's over. You have already received the rich and meaningful experience. And if you haven't, it's well on its way to coming through, okay? The rich and meaningful experience. So it's time. What you don't see coming is this energy. It's almost like this swooping energy, like I'm just feeling and I'm like seeing like a leaf, like the leaf when it's like swooped up and it's flipped and right. It's like everything changes. The lesson has been learned. You've had the rich, meaningful experience. It's time to stop beating yourself up and allow. And that's what's going to come through. Okay. That's what's going to come through, even, right, whether you want it to or not. It's going to feel, for some of you, just messy and enmeshed and all of the things, right, that keep coming through within this reading and the general. It's so interesting. Releasing the limitations, throwing the rule book out, letting go of everything, but taking the rich experiences, that meaningful and that meaningful knowledge, all of that beautiful energy with you, but leaving the rest behind because it's no longer, you've gained what you needed from it, okay? You've gained, you have that deep inner knowing, all right? So, wow, 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 wow. Just amazing. Now, here we have the Hanged Man and the Two of Needles, which is, right? You got perspective and you got decision. Same. It's just same, right? Confirmation. Okay. So here at the top is here at the top, right? You're gaining perspective. You have that inner knowing. You're beginning to see, you're letting go of what's no longer working, right? You've had a pause potentially, but now it's time to make that decision. Fork in the road. Okay. It's time to move forward with that Two of Swords, okay? Yeah, I mean, it's just confirming everything that was already there. Now, here we have the King of Buttons, which is the king. What is the buttons? The king of buttons. It's got to be the king of coins, the king of pentacles. I lost my train of thought. Some of you are lost in thought. Okay, some of you are lost in thought, losing your train of thought. You got pentacles coming through here. Okay, that king of pentacles, you are the affluent, you are the one. You have to move into this energy of allowing yourself to use that information, right, and make the wise decisions. Okay, you are the affluent person within your life, and or you need to be. So it's time to move into that space. Okay, you have that inner knowing, you know the answers. Let's go back to that number 43. Remember, you have the answers. Okay, just in case we forgot, ask a sword, they will be right. Tune into your vibes and they will be right. You have that inner and outer, that affluence over yourself. You get to be disciplined, you get to make the decisions, and you get to use your wise knowledge, your kind of energy of being a leader, if you will, to continue to propel you forward. All right, use the lesson as it was meant to be, not to hold you down, but to bring you up. Okay, now you also have the page of pentacles, or page of buttons. It's time, right? You are in the stage of not only receiving, right, a message with that page energy. Pages are messengers, and that came through within that general reading as well. This is a timeless reading, but I'm going to link that because it is so intertwined, so enmeshed with each other. There is an announcement that's going to be coming through. There is a manifestation that's ready to show up. There is an energy of really having kind of coming out of kind of a clouded experiences, having that deep knowing, that inner knowing, and having this energy of adventure, or moving into kind of this curious or adventurous state or mind, moving out of that space of being held or down or whatever, but eager to learn and use those experiences to really move you forward, right? And asking the answers and looking, or asking the questions, excuse me, and looking for those unusual answers, really being open to it and ready to bring kind of the energy. It's almost like there's juicy gossip around it. And juicy was the word that came through in the beginning, right? Juicy gossip around it, but beneficial, or juicy talk, or delicious talk, right? That's super positive, super uplifting, super beneficial, that really, really moves you forward. Instead of being stuck, you're making a decision here, okay? You're making a decision here to move forward, to use this lesson, to use this heartbreak in whatever way it came through, woo, to move you forward instead of allowing it to hold you back. Okay, that is no longer what is in the works for you. Being held back has not benefited you in any way, shape, or form, and you're seeing that. Okay, you're seeing that, and it's just being confirmed. Now you also have the Ace of Cups. Okay, and the Death card, which isn't this interesting? You have the Ace of Cups, the Death card, and the Fool. Okay, so again, confirmation there. You're transitioning. The Ace of Cups, there's this new opening. There's this new opportunity. There's this energy of having like this opening of your heart, this love coming through for yourself, right? Having kind of pleasure even, or feeling full, or having feeling fulfilled, having some beautiful, amazing life experiences coming through. There's affirmation coming through as well, which is coming through within this whole reading, affirming that this is completely right up the alley of what it is that you are meant to be hearing, confirmed, affirmed, right, again and again. Okay, there's an overflow, there's an abundance coming through within this for you, and it's not going to stop, right, because you have that Death card, but then it goes right into the Fool. All right, goes right into the Fool. So something has to come to an end, right? Holding on to that Three of Swords energy, holding on to that heartbreak, but and now moving into taking that lesson, making that decision, using that deep inner knowing, right, to make a decision to allow for this transition to come through. It's almost as if there is a energy of transformation. There's an energy of change with that death, and it moves you into that new beginning with that Fool, okay? And a frog taking a leap of faith. Frogs leap, right? Taking a leap of faith, moving into with a new perspective, a newfound love for yourself within your life, right? And allowing, affirming, right, that this gets to end, this Three of Swords energy, and you get to move into that new beginning, that energy of really open potential, of reading behind the line or between the lines and seeing, right, just how much this is meant for you. These rich experiences, the answers coming through in from unusual sources, really opening up to where this experience, this heartbreak, or this lesson had meant for you to go. But you have to make that decision and take the action, okay? There is that energy, again, coming through that came through with the general reading. I just have to keep putting them together because that's how they're coming through, right? One right after another, same messages coming through, okay? But there is an energy of that messenger or that page energy, right? Coming through. It came through in the general and it's coming through here with some amazing news, with some, let's see here, where is it? It's actually right here with a wonderful news or announcement on the way, okay? This was from the general reading, but it is the exact same energy coming through here. You also have that don't place limitations on your potential, and that came through in this one as well. That was from there. So stop, remember who you are. You're moving into this energy of deciding who it is, right? You forgot yourself potentially, right? But you have that deep inner knowing that is ready to roar. It's ready to come through, that strength coming through. It's ready to roar and move you into that next space, right? That new beginning, taking that leap and having almost that young, curious energy back, or coming back through, that really allows for you to open up to the wonders, the wilds of the world, and allow that rewilding, that unlearning to come through so that you can just really have a sigh of relief and move into this new, making this decision, move into this new beginning, this new chapter, which is what came through in the general, but feeling excited, feeling open, feeling ready, and feeling just overjoyed, full of joy, right? Because that sun came through in the general reading. Feeling just lit up from the inside out, and knowing that even though whatever this Three of Swords was for you that came through in both, there can be a new beginning, there can be a new chapter. You can read between the lines and be like, hey, you know what? This wasn't meant to hold me down. It was meant to, catapult me. It was meant to assist me in rising up. It was meant to level up, for me to level up. It was meant to be this beautiful, beautiful unfolding for me. And when I allow it, when you allow it, right, that is exactly what's ready to come through with that Fool and the Death, that transition, that Ace of Cups, right? Love overflowing, abundance overflowing, right? And moving into that next chapter, that next stage. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button right down below there and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it really, really, really does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all of your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.